What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Second Street. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Here we are, right? Here we are. Very beginning of a new month. You know, it's not the very beginning. You know, we're a few days in. Got the new Mandalorian season came in today. Very good stuff. Oh, man, what happened here? Why is... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Chat box. Not working. Or maybe y'all are just cursing. There we go. Let's see. Is it going to come up? I think it should be coming up any second now. But thank you all so much for being here today. Again, it is Friday, so that means what? We got a new episode of The Mandalorian, and I'm telling you, did you get a chance to watch it? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm going to go through and give a little bit of a review of it before I get into spoilers, just in case you don't want any of the spoiler talk or anything like that. So... man, this thing still isn't showing, is it? Let's see. Let's see if we can get it to work there. And maybe it don't want to work. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Streamlabs sent down another one of those updates, and it's not going to want to do the updating and stuff. I don't see it, chat. I don't see the chat. I don't see it. What about if we change any of the other scenes? No? No? You're just not gonna... The chat just don't want to work today? Alright. Fair enough, I guess. Guess we didn't want to see... Oh, now all of a sudden it's coming in. Oh, there we go. There we go. Mike Porter says, I did see it. From 1 to 10, it's a 10 for me. Dude, is there something going on? How come... Okay, how come all of a sudden... Dude. How's my YouTube live chat behind, but my other one isn't? What's going on here? Oh, you know what? I forgot. Oh, man, that video's still uploading? Okay, sorry, guys. Sorry, guys, there's a video uploading, but anyway, guys, we are going to talk about The Mandalorian, episode 14. We've only got 2 episodes left, guys, and what do you... I want to know what you guys thought of this episode. We will get into spoilers, so please no spoilers in the comments quite yet, because there might be people watching this on the playback and stuff. You know, just save it. So just save it. But I gotta tell you, man, from the get-go, I love the way... Okay, for one, this episode was directed by Robert Rodriguez. Now, you can tell right off the bat, you know, I know there's people out there that have probably been watching this season, probably even last season that were watching it, sitting there thinking these things. You know, a lot of people talking about filler episodes and things like that. And I've got to tell you, oh, hold on, let me also do this. Let me also do this. There we go. That might help me out a little bit. But Robert Rodriguez coming in and just doing a master class on how... You see, I've been talking here over the past few episodes, pretty much this whole season after Jon Favreau's episode 1 of this season, which, you know, episode 9. So you can tell all the directors they got in come in and did a good job. They did a really, like, I can't say out of any of these episodes that a director has come in and done a bad job. They've all done really great jobs. Now the thing here is, one thing you've probably heard me, if you've been here every single week these past few weeks, talking about is the action that's going on in these episodes. It's just like, it's okay. You can tell that a lot of these directors are not used to directing action, right? Here in episode I'll tell you, here in episode 14, Robert Rodriguez comes in and puts on, just does a master class on exactly on a couple of things. One, the action, on how to direct action, how to get some great action even in these set pieces that they're using. And some of it, you know, you can see a lot of it they actually shot outdoors. If they didn't shoot that stuff outdoors, you got me, because that you know what I'm saying. That's one thing I like. You know, a lot of the stuff we've seen so far has been on sound sets, you know, on sets, and you can really tell. Okay, but for one, his action directing, you can see everything. Like, he knows how to direct action. Everything all the action that happened in this episode was phenomenal. It was, I would say, it was that movie level quality. Absolutely. Now, some of the graphics, you know, like when they were shooting the guns, pew pew, some of that was, you know, we've certainly seen better. Some of the graphics were, they were TV show quality. And hey, nothing wrong with it. That's what this is, right? That's what this is. But also, aside from the directing action, having the experience and just, I'm telling you, it was beautiful. Aside from that is the pacing of this episode was great. You see how it started off? You get those first couple of minutes, you're like, oh man, it's gonna be, is this gonna be Will bonding episode? Oh, we're gonna get Will. Oh, we're gonna get Will Grogu. We're gonna get Will Grogu, man. They're gonna play. They're gonna play with the ball. You're gonna play catch. Right? You know the episode started off like that, and you know people are already sitting back there. I don't know. Have the episode has it started yet? Did Star Wars trash their own lore in this episode? How bad? How bad did they trash their lore already in this episode? I want to know. Let me know down in the comments below. How bad did they trash their? How bad does Disney Star Wars not know their Star Wars? I'm waiting for the videos. I know they're coming. To be honest, I haven't seen a lot. But anyway, the pacing of this episode started off with all of that, and then it quickly jumps into a lot of action. I mean, you're looking at a 33-minute episode that felt like it was as long as the longest episode that we've had. Like, seriously, like, it was 33 minutes that Robert Rodriguez came in and just put on. I mean, this is what, like, if they had a Robert Rodriguez on every single one of these episodes, oh my god, dude, could you imagine? Like, dude, like, I'm telling you. And see, this is something else I've been talking about over these past few weeks, where you look at these episodes, look at what you're rating them. You know, everybody's like, John Favreau's like, oh my god, this first episode is number 9. Oh, you get this episode. Oh, it's this great. It's this. Oh. You know, and I'm sitting here, and people have sat here like, oh, is it buffering? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say is it that bad? Let me see. Oh, I don't know. It must be on your end. Mine's saying it's healthy. It's saying it's healthy on my end. I don't know. Watch, as soon as I say that, it's gonna start cutting out on my end now. Right? Watch. Okay. But yeah, he came in and just put on a master class of how to do something. Like, he took 30 minutes and made it feel like an hour. Nobody else has done that. Okay, this episode right here, and this is why I've been saying that be careful how you rate this stuff. I know it's great. This year we've been thirsting for new content, and The Mandalorian ramped it up last year going into this year, and this year at the end of the year when we needed it most, going into, as we see that, you know, America and a lot of countries around the world are starting to go back into quarantines because of the cold and flu season. This is something people have been wanting. It came out at just the right time when people are thirsting for it, and I know I've been saying. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's weird. Huh. Hopefully it's all good. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not telling me anything on my end, but usually it's, you throw up red flags everywhere. Anyway, the thing here is, like, throughout the season, I've been saying, like, calm down. Like, everybody's like, oh, this one's a 9, this one's a 10. This is a... Nah. I think I had one down at... Didn't I go a 6.5 on one of them? Being realistic, what Robert Rodriguez done with this episode, the only real complaint I have with this episode is at the very end, where we see, and this, I'm not going to get into spoilers about, we're not into spoilers yet, but I'm not going to get into that, and Moff Gideon being in the series, we already know he's in the series, okay? Moff Gideon's in the episode, but there's the scenes with him that he comes in, and you can totally tell it's on a soundstage, right? And you can see some of the stuff in the background. It's very, very TV budget like on the graphics. And this is just in the last, like, 2 minutes of the episode, right? Like the last 2 minutes. There's like, oh, like, but you know what? Even with all of that, I mean, like, it was really this, like, only this one, like, it was like this walking scene. It was a walking scene. You know what? And I feel like that's something that should take away from this, because it's something that we see in Star Wars films and even the shows. It's something that's very important when you're talking about Star Wars, is it not? The walking scenes, when you're walking through the Death Star, when you're walking through the desert, when you're all these places that they're walking are very important scenes, right? They're important. And we get to these scenes and like I'm not sure if this is even Robert Rodriguez stuff that he did there. Those cut scenes, those could have been scenes that they had, like, you know, on the studio, like, hey, we need these scenes in here. We already got these shot. This is ready to go. Robert Rodriguez is where we're, you know what I mean? Like, because these are the only scenes in the whole show, and these, like, I gotta be honest, it was probably like the worst shot scene I have seen throughout this whole series. Like, honestly, probably the worst, because he's there, and you can see outside into space, and you see him going through space, and it looks, ugh, ugh, ugh. And then the scene itself, as they are walking, because, you know, they're walking through the ship, it sounds so much like it's on a soundstage. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't fit the tone. And that's why I'm almost thinking that this wasn't Rodriguez's work here. I think this was stuff that they put in there that they had to for the scene. Other than that, this episode, if we had to rate something, you know, like I said, everybody's been overrating everything this season. If there is an episode that is a 10, this is it. This is the episode. But I'll still go so far as to say that I still give it a 9.5. I gotta give it a 9.5. I'm telling you, that scene, I'm just like, oh, could you have just not done that? Could you have just not done that scene? And those walking scenes, they were horrid. There's no way that was Robert Rodriguez stuff. You've seen the rest of the episode, okay? We're still not into spoilers yet. We'll get into that in a minute. I want to get into, but I'm telling you that, like, that scene, it was the worst. But everything else about this episode was, like, this was, like, I'm telling you, Robert Rodriguez came in and just put on a masterclass of filmmaking, action, and just everything all together. And it's, even the story, like, the way it flowed was so perfect. It was so perfect. I'm telling you, these 33 minutes seemed like an hour. They seemed like the longest episode. But anyway, let's get here into the live chat, see what you all are saying about that, and then we'll get into some spoiler talk here as soon as we say what's up to everybody here. I see we got Will Morgan was here early. It looks like he got here early when I put on the when I put up the stream. Yeah, no, that's not Murder on the thumbnail. No, you like that though, huh? Yeah. Yeah, Mike Porter, definitely 10. My man Mike Porter in the house. Will Morgan's not here, but my man Mike Porter's in the house. XR Coon, my man, what is up? I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you today. One of those videos. Just wait. You're lucky I'm out on the road usually. Park Outdoors, thank you so much for being here. Says just watched it and damn, the action scenes felt like a violent fan film, but in a good way. I know, Park Outdoors. I know. I'm telling you, Robert Rodriguez, bro, he knows his stuff. Like, I was sitting there, like, through some stuff, like, ooh. But he did that Tarantino thing, too, where, like, they're doing violence. You're getting the sound, but you're not actually getting it. Some of it you did, but some of it was like, whoo, man. I'm telling you, man, it's Robert Rodriguez. Absolutely. How can I talk this episode about spoilers? We're going into it, Mike Porter. We're going into it in just a few. Louis the 13th, thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Joseph Lennon, thank you so much for being here. How are you doing? I hope all is well with you. Been a while since I've seen you here in the live chats. I'm sure you've been busy with life, as I'm sure we all have this year. Thank you so much for being here, man. Glad you can make it. Chillmonger in the house says, I can't tell a set from a side. I'm actually happy about that. Keeps the magic alive. See, and like on a lot of the things, I can like totally like most of the stuff that we've got. I think a lot of the stuff that we've got this season, you can tell when they're on a set and when they're not. Like the last episode, set. Like when they did the whole like the whole showdown thing, you know, like that's all set. You could tell. You could tell like the lighting, how there's no like natural wind. It's just all. It has a certain look and a certain sound. Like it's like you can't. It's something so hard to mimic, and that's one of the big differences between the TV shows and the movies. Like on a TV show here, on this like on Mandalorian here, where we see that there's scenes where they are on sets, and I know they're on sets. I'm like, I can totally tell that's on a sound stage, and you can tell where one of the differences is, and that's where I'm gonna have the biggest how would you say criticism for the MCUs, because they said it's going to be studio quality TV shows. And if they got that stuff where it looks like it's on a soundstage, I'm going to criticize that. Because a lot of the things that they film for the MCU, totally on sound stages. Like, I mean, look at Infinity War. Like, I can almost guarantee you, like, that whole film was soundstage. I mean, do you think they even shot any of that in a practical outdoor setting? Hell, I bet you even them things when they were setting at the lake at Tony's house, those were probably even friggin' on a soundstage. But the thing is they got that quality. They got that, just everything they brought to the table. You don't really notice it. Where here, I see it plain as day. Like I can see like most of the action scenes here in this episode where they were outside in a gunfight, you could tell all that was practical and outdoors. But anyway, yeah. But for the most part, I mean, they're pretty good about it. Joseph says, loved it. 10 out of 10. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Still breathing. All right, good job, Louis. Hell yeah. Good deal. I'm on a Star Wars high again. I know, man. I know. This episode was so damn good. It was so damn good. I hate how they made Typhon Outer Rim. Yeah, and see, and that's the kind of stuff like me. Like I'm a huge fan of this stuff. I'm not the lore geek. Like, you know, like I know there's, and that's where some of the is gonna come from with some of these things. You know, like the lore geeks. The lore geeks are gonna, you know, I'm not really into, like, I don't know a whole lot of lore because I don't know the EU and I don't know, like, I know the movie stuff. Star Wars started off with movies. I know the movie stuff. I watch the movie stuff. I haven't really even really watched like the cartoon stuff, but I love the films. And so, you know, like these are the kind of things that I don't really know about. These are the kind of things that were for people that are normies to the EU like me are not going to care what they do with that, bringing it in, as long as they do it good. And those are the things that everybody else is going to nitpick and bitch about. I get it. That's okay. I'm okay. If people gripe about that, I totally get it. But I also would say, hey man, I'm not sure why you're holding out hope when you already don't like Disney. Star Wars. See what I did there? And that's okay. That's okay. People don't have to like everything. I'm not going to tell you have to like it. Some people aren't going to like it. We already know that. All good. Okay. But yeah, certainly on that Star Wars high again, man. Yeah. Mandalorian season 2 prediction after 8 episodes, 2 consecutive grand slams, or 8 solo shots. Because for me, every episode has been a home run. Some longer than others, but in my opinion, home runs. Yeah. And they've, like I said, they've done a good job with the episode. With the episode, absolutely. Thought Typhon was in a core system again. Yeah, that I'm not really for sure of. I don't know. I think I forgot to say what's up to Chillmonger. I think I forgot to welcome him here. That's the man. Love Chillmonger. Yeah, I said it. He's a great dude, man. Let's see. Fine. Okay, but I guess it wouldn't make sense for the Empire to come in one of the core systems. Rod deserves his own show. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Robert Rodriguez. Him for Boba Show? Oh, maybe. You know, like, are they gonna do the Boba Show? Like, what are they gonna do? Like, is Tamara Morrison really gonna like keep doing this coming in, or is it gonna be like a show like of the past? And then maybe a Tamara Morrison's in a little bit, kind of bringing this story forward with this character. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Good stuff though. Makes me wonder. Yeah, that's weird. It was buffering earlier. The Harris is still the best episode. Which one? Which one was that? Which one was the heiress? Fernanda Godo, thank you so much for being here. I hope all is well. I hope you're doing well. I'm sure you've been busy. Park Outdoors says, bro, helmets were flying, people were getting impaled, ultra-violent Star Wars is where it's at. I know, man, I'm telling you. Like, Robert Rodriguez came in and, like, he brought the fire hose out on stage. We'll keep it PG. He brought the fire hose out on stage and all over the crowd. All over the crowd. All over the crowd. That's stupid how they're making Fetz Mando again. Yeah, as I'm saying that I don't know about. As I'm saying that's one of the things I know. People are gonna be griping about that. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Boba Fett's a foundling now, huh? Oh. I'm sorry, because like I get it. Like people probably like really geek out on this shit. Like I'm like, it's not in the movie. To me, it's not. It's not in the movie. Like I get it. You got your little EU cannon. Look, I get it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hell, it makes sense. If you love this shit and you're nerdy about it and motherfuckers wrote books about it, absolutely go read it and love it. That's good. I'm just saying for me, I don't really care about it in that sense because I'm like, yeah. But I also do think that, like they've got to adapt it to the screen anyway. I mean, would you, like, and here's the thing is like, would you really, I don't know, do you see them ever taking anything directly from one of these Star Wars novels and putting it on screen, like directly? I always think they're going to do an interpretation of it because that's what they've seemed to that's what they do, whether it's the comic book movies, the Star Wars, or anything. They never do it like the books do it. Never. I mean, I think even Stephen King movies are that way, but yeah, and I know, and it sucks. It sucks because it does ruin that lore that you know from the books. Now, however, it gives you, the person who knows that lore, the knowledge, the deeper, greater knowledge to use and wield at times like this when they do it. And again, like I said, I'm not the lore geek. You want your lore. You want somebody who knows their lore. You got to go check out my man Lord Callus. He knows his shit. He's a badass. He is a bad motherfucker. Go check out his channel. He knows his Star Wars lore. He does the videos on the stuff. He's very great at it. Got the best voice on YouTube. I would say he's the best looking, but come on. I mean, like, look at this face. Look at this face. I am the Click Commander. Remember this face. Whenever you see... Anyway, but you got to check out my man Lord Callus because I know that he's probably going. He's going to be doing some videos, getting up on this stuff. I'm telling you, he's going to do it. But also, the other place to go for lore is Josh over at the Den of Nerds, man. He knows his stuff too. He's one of these lore geeks. He knows all that shit too. Those are the two places I go to for it. These are the guys I know. They're not going to steer me wrong. They're not going to be all upset just to be upset. And when there's something that needs to be explained, they're going to come out and explain it. So you completely get and understand it. They're the lore geeks. That's where you need to go to. I trust them. I trust those guys. For me, they are trusted sources of Star Wars content. Absolutely. I mean, if you're here for Star Wars content, I mean, Damn, did I just call myself a hack? Shit. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here still. But yeah. Star Wars Santa, my man, how are you doing? Are you going live today? I think it was the other day you said you weren't going live. That was the other day in a chat. Yeah. Are you going live today, Santa? I heard that using a bear in pandemic time is as obliged as using sweatpants. In what? A bear? I'm not sure what you're saying. A bear in a pandemic is as obliged as using sweatpants. I missed that one. Yeah, alright, doing good. Good deal. Yeah. I wish Boba said it was my father's and I am him and it's mine. Boba said it was my father's and I am him and it's mine. Okay, yeah. I get you. I get you there, XR. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Did Mando get his jetpack back? I believe he did. Let me get caught up. Let's get here. Everyone is caught on the Boba hype, but still less than I was about the Bo-Katan episode. Okay, all right. Busy today. Super excited of upcoming episodes of Mando. I know 2 left, man. Me too. I hope the Dark Troopers actually do something eventually. Yeah, absolutely. That was cool too, seeing them come in there. Yeah. Polyhedral Paradise, my man. What is up, Jason? I hope all is well with you, man. Yeah. Robert Rodriguez got it. I'm a dip before spoilers. All right, haven't seen it yet. All right, for sure. Sorry, not sorry, but it's a 10 for me. Yeah, no, all good, man. Yeah, 10 for me too. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm going 9.5 because 10s are hard to earn, and Robert Rodriguez certainly deserves a 10 for this. But I'm telling you that little scene, it was just hey. You gotta nit when it comes to something that is perfection, you gotta nitpick, right? That's the same thing I always used to hate. Like when I used to work at Walmart. I worked there for years, and the thing is, there was times when my department looked freaking great. The store manager would come walk. He's sitting there scanning your routes, and you're sitting there like, wow, hey, wow, going through. Your end caps look good. Everything's faced. It looks all gravy, baby. What do they got to do? They got to nitpick. They can't walk through your department and say it's perfect. At all. Especially when they get into the meeting and they're like, oh my god, go check out Trinity's department. It looks friggin' excellent. But there are plenty of things wrong with it that we still need to fix. But he's on the right track. Right? It's one of those kinds of things. It's one of those kinds of things. You gotta nitpick. Yeah. Can't wait for spoilers because I got a couple things to explore. Alright. You want to discuss the episode in detail? I've watched it first thing this morning, so I'll be happy to discuss it. Yeah, absolutely, Reefer. Absolutely. Mandalorian is the perfect example of why you put nerds everywhere behind the scenes. Sequels. Yeah, right. Absolutely. Isn't it all shot in the volume? Shot in the volume? I'm not for sure what you mean. What do you mean there? Isn't it all shot in the volume? As far as the Mandalorian season 2 goes, Star Wars Santa and I are in the stands of the Mandalorian ballpark collecting the home runs Mando is hitting. Nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're definitely I think this was the real home run here. I think the rest of them are definitely in the Parkers. In the Park home runs. Yeah. No, Trinity, the portals were real. What portals? The lake house. Oh, yeah, right. The lake house was already the actual vacation home. Oh, okay. All right. 10 for me too. I like the Ahsoka episode better, but this was damn fine. See, I like the Ahsoka episode. I did. But I thought this episode was way, yeah. Star Wars is back, baby. Woo! Yeah, absolutely. I'm almost caught up here. In Legends, it was Deep Core. Yeah. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Mark Hamilton is in the house. Did I miss you, Mark Hamilton, coming in? I must have missed that. What's up, man? It's hard for me to keep with the storyline because of the baby. I always watch the episode twice. Yeah, I know, right? Little Grogu. He's a distraction. It's a prequel to Mando. Okay. I didn't see any moons orbiting Tython. I've got to watch it again and look close. Maybe they were on the other side of the moons. Maybe it was sun up, sun down. You know, like maybe it was. The, is that kind of, am I making good excuses yet? The Bo-Katan episode. Okay, the air. Okay, all right. Yeah. See, and I still think I think this one was way better. I honestly think this was probably the best episode of all of them. To be honest with you. And believe me, it's not because I'm like some big Robert Rodriguez fanboy or anything like that. You're not gonna see me, lift my shirt up and start shaking them or anything like that. No. He's a good director. I mean, he's had some hits, he's had some misses, but he knows what he's doing, and this was it. Yeah, the Razor Crest got 2020. Oh man, Stormy, my man, what is up, my brother? Landon TLB, thank you so much for being here. I know, man. Yeah. I'm working like crazy and I love it so much. So much ballet training. Get back on point again. Yeah, good. Yeah. I'm working. Looks like he's not working to be the Speedo. Yeah. Mando to join the Ghost crew after a spell tagging along with Boba. Yeah, I don't know. Like I like the way they teamed up at the end there. Then's got to go visit the Razor Crest dealer and get a new mod. I know he does. And he just had it fixed. It was starting to get on point again after Grief Karga had his people work on it. It was starting to look up again, And yeah. Who is Baby anyways? The best besides the kind of great Yoda is related clone thoughts? I don't know. I kind of feel like he's a clone, but it seems like he's not. Yeah, you mean Lord Callus? Yeah, absolutely. Lord Callus, love it. Yeah, best looking on YouTube goes to me. Sorry. However, my voice is the worst on YouTube. Yeah, Lord Callus is the man. Absolutely. I've seen spoilers in the chat. I can't stop now. Hold it into. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, go ahead. If Boba was half as good as he was in the episode, he wouldn't have spent time in the pit and those Dark Troopers. Yeah. A cross between Darth Vader, Iron Man, and Transformer style robots. Yeah, loved them. No live stream today, folks. Okay, all right. Gotta wait until Monday to see Santa, huh? All right, Santa, are you streaming? Yeah. Steve Carell said that about the beard. It's the equivalent of sweatpants. Oh yeah. The beard. Yeah. Sweatpants for the face? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm doing some live viral virtual visits. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Awesome, Santa. Need to send need a link for that. The volume is Lucasfilm's stage where they shoot episodes using LED screens instead of blue screens and green screens. Okay. Oh, okay, that's what they call it. All right, I gotcha. I knew they had a name for it. I didn't know that that's what the name for it was, but yeah, I was gonna say that. And the thing is, like, that's all fine and dandy, and you can tell a lot of that. But like I said, like with the stuff like they do in the MCU, a lot of it they do so good on. You can't really tell that they're on a soundstage. Like the look and the feel of it feels like they are where the setting where they're supposed to be at. Where here in the Mando, they haven't put that type of production, as deeper production into it. Where like you can tell they're on a soundstage and things like that. And it's not anything bad. Like it's not bad. Believe me, it's better than I could do. Believe me, it's better than I could do if I went and tried to do some shit like that. but that's I mean that's kind of that's part of it. That's that's just a little part of it. But yeah, I mean just the little things that I can tell. I could tell the things. All right. Yeah. Here? Missed it. What? Here. What happened? The volume is heaven on earth for sci-fi fans. Yeah. Baby Grogu force choking. He's been trained by a Sith at some point. Yeah. Gideon was encouraging him too. Rest in peace, Admiral Jeff Blue Jeans. Admiral Jeff Blue Jeans. For bearded sweatpants, I'm wearing two. Nice. Yeah, and here's the thing though. Mark Hamilton is like, does it mean that he was trained by a Sith? Or does it just mean that his emotions take over? Not necessarily that he's been trained by a Sith, but does that just mean that he has that attachment to that emotion and an emotional attachment to things, and through abuse, maybe through abuse, not necessarily trained, maybe through abuse, he has gotten that. Maybe through, because of that. Maybe I'm just, yeah. I'm caught up. Yeah. Didn't Luke force choke Gamorrean guards? Yeah, I think he did. But can we say that Luke was necessarily like? I mean, you wouldn't say that he was trained by the Sith, but his emotional attachment to stuff, his path was still that of he had those like emotional attachments. So I think that would be something that would kind of play into that. Yeah. And I think that's ultimately what it is probably, and that's probably what it is probably that emotional attachment to things that leads you to the dark side, right? That they're talking about, that does that. Is probably what it does. Luke wasn't from the temple. He didn't know any better. Yeah. See, and that's the thing. And that's the thing is because they're not properly trained, but also it's because of those emotional attachments, right? I mean, I could be wrong there. But I would say that's why, and that's why he didn't know any better, is because of those emotional attachments that they have to their loved ones, that he has for Mando, and that maybe some of the abuse that Grogu himself has been through. It's kind of funny. I was just talking about this in a video, in a comic book review that I did the other day, about things like that, like abuses and things like that. When you've been abused, is you remember things, right? You remember things in this graphic detail, like from when that abuse took place. Like you can recall like it depends, but you can remember like the smells, you can remember the sounds, you can see the pictures clear as day, and they might seem maybe a little bit dreamy to you, but maybe depending on they come back clearer to you at some points. And I think some of it it would be that, like, those emotional attachments, but also for Grogu, some of the abuse that he has been through and endured. I mean, look where he was at when Mando found him. Obviously, I mean, I wouldn't know that it's training, but I would say maybe it's actually abuse that he has endured and come out on the other side of. And maybe that in itself is the thing that could compel him, where people are going to be scared that he's going to go to the dark side. Maybe that could be the thing that compels him to be a Jedi, not turn to the dark side and be a good guy. Of course, it could very well be the thing that leads him to the path of the dark side as well, right? Isn't that the ultimate gamble here? Isn't that the thing that we're really talking about here? Because what's the real difference between a good guy and a bad guy? It's those choices, those things that they're willing to justify to meet their ends. I don't know. Mike Porter says, Fernand, I think he's the species, not related to Yoda or a clone. But I could be wrong because of his training. He could be a clone of Yoda or related. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, it could be. So in other words, I don't know. Yeah, me neither. Star Wars Santa says they're transitioning to force powers being light, dark, neutral. But how the ability is being used is either light or dark. So the force choke isn't a Sith power. Right. Yeah, makes sense. What about those dark troopers? Boba kicks them. Yeah, absolutely. And see, and that's what I want to get into here in this episode too. Is the action in here was absolutely great. Boba Fett. I'm not a big Boba Fett fan. Like, I'm not like, Boba Fett. Yeah, I'm probably right there with Lord Veedo on my love for Boba Fett. Me and Veedo were probably like right there with our love of Boba Fett. Like, I like him. He's cool. I'm not like, I'm not going to sit here and give him a reach around or nothing. Like, but Boba Fett was pretty cool, and Tamara Morrison came in kicking ass, dude. I loved it. And then there at the end, man, too. And that's kind of what we were just talking about here too. Once we actually got onto that ship, and we seen Grogu there, and they had him held captive, and you see what Moff Gideon was doing to him, and you see how Grogu was reacting to it. It makes me think that same thing, that it's not, I don't think he's trained by a Sith. I think that he's being abused. I mean, that's what it is. He's being abused. And I think that is where the real danger lies in here, is how he's going to come out on the back of that. And that in this episode was something I thought was freaking great. That was great, because I'm like, oh man, like, you know why that was so great? Because you feel so bad for baby Grogu, right? You feel so bad for him. Can we still call him baby? Can we still call him baby? You feel so bad for Grogu. Like, by the end of the episode, like, seeing what Moff Gideon was putting him through, I was in fucking tears, man. I was in fucking tears at the end of the episode. And I think that's what's so great about it, is because it's showing that. And it's showing. I think what's so great about that is you see that Moff Gideon is a piece of shit. Fuck Moff Gideon. Right? This motherfucker has everything that he has coming to him. Lagging again? Really? Oh man, come on. Come on, tubes. Oh man. Let's see. You know what? Maybe it's from my kids. Maybe it's all my kids' fault. Yeah, see, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. That's weird. Maybe it's YouTube, because on my side, it's saying everything is all good. It's saying everything's all good. Let me try it again. Let me refresh here. Maybe it's lying to me. Okay, yeah. But I think that was one of the big things, one of the big takeaways, is because for me, like, seeing what they showed there with Moff Gideon and the abuse that he was putting him through, yeah, really does dang it, here. All right. It lets me know that they are really paying attention to some stuff here and putting some layers here in this, because we can see all of these things. And I think these are things that are very important, not only to, like, this lore of the Jedi and the Sith and things like that, but it's really the same thing that we see in all of these like the superhero books, the comic books, and all of this stuff, is that battle between good and evil, and the choices that we make, and those choices and how we react to them, the other choices that people make and how they affect us, and how we move forward with them, how we carry them, or maybe we move past them. Like I said, some of these things can be a source of strength. Some of these things can be something that we hold on to and it drags us down. Some of these things strengthen our convictions, right? Yeah. By the time you read Iron Buff Rate is solved, yeah, right. Oh man, that's funny. Let's see. What about those Dark Troopers? Yeah, and that was the other thing. Kyle McKay, thank you so much for being here. Renanda says, but two species looking exactly alike, Mike. They are not related or anything, but same kind. Yeah, so I think same kind. Well, I don't know about Force Lightning. Well, here's the thing, though. I don't know. The thing is like you're saying, could you use the Force Lightning for good? I mean, yeah, you could, if you were, using it to fight bad guys, right? Again, that's the thing of between good and bad, right? Is it's really more in the eye of the beholder. It's almost like beauty. It's the things things you're willing to justify, right? That's what a lot of it's about. So the prediction of Boba Fett, Moff Gideon, and Grogu being taken all came true. Many speculated that, no leaks, and a lot of us were right. Yeah. I think they've canonized it by having Force Lightning different color based on the way it's being used. Okay. Those little hands. I know. I know. Does Mando have Jedi powers too? I don't know. That's something that has been talked about and speculated. I want to say no. maybe not, maybe he don't, he's not a Jedi, but maybe he is force sensitive. I mean, I think I think it's possible he's force sensitive. Okay, all right. Baby Grogu did his Zen thing, was very cute. Yeah, yeah, it was. It was. Isn't Mando taming the blurg in season 1 proof of Din Djarin being force sensitive? Yeah. I think, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think he's force sensitive. I don't think it's necessarily that he's, he's not a Jedi. He's not a Jedi, but I think he's force sensitive. That don't mean that he can just use the force. Um, I think there's a difference there, being force sensitive and actually using the. And I'm sure you guys, you guys in the lore will probably know that stuff a lot better than I will. But if you ask me, I think being force sensitive means that like you're sensitive to it and you might have some ability, but whether you can use it, you would need training and all of that kind of stuff. And who's going to train you if they're not a Jedi, right? Who's going to train you? At that point, it becomes like a mind over matter kind of thing. I noticed that in the concept art, it looked like Baby Yoda was actually force choking the storm troopers instead of just throwing them around. Yeah, it looked like they were. Yeah, it looked like they were. Yeah. Keep dreaming of the scene where Baby holding Jedi. yeah. He does have a connection to Grogu. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nah, Din isn't force sensitive. Well, and the thing is, I'm thinking like sensitive. Like to me, I think it just means like, and I could be wrong here. Like anybody correct me. Like they might have some sort of connection to it. Like they could probably, but they can't. Like because they don't have training. They don't know like stuff. Like it would just be kind of unexplained. Like luck more than anything, right? Luck more. Kind of like a placebo, almost like a placebo, where belief is what really gets you through more so than the fact of like it actually, like that. Because belief is a powerful thing. But he can be trained? Yeah, but nobody would train him. Nobody would train him. Star Wars Santa hates the idea. Yeah. Yeah, Star Wars Santa hates the idea. I prefer Din being a regular Mando, just to kick ass skills. Yeah. Well, and that's what I'm saying. Because to me, like, just because somebody's force sensitive doesn't mean they can use the force. But I could be wrong. Let me know if you guys know if I'm wrong there. Like, to me, force sensitive sounds like, because I don't know the lore stuff. To me, force sensitive would mean that like you could probably, if you were trained, but at that point he's an adult and nobody in their right mind, no Jedi is going to train. Nobody is going to be like, oh yeah, let's train this guy how to use the force. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. let's train let's train this bounty hunter how to use the force. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that he can't be could feel it, because he's, because it connects and binds everything, right? So I would think some things could be more than others, but I could be wrong. And I'm not saying I want him to be, but that's not saying that he can't, Anyway, I thought the episode was good. The kicking ass, man. Man, I feel like we haven't talked about enough spoilers and what Robert Rodriguez did, man. Those scenes were great, man. From the like I said, the master class here that Robert Rodriguez put on with this episode, the action in this scene when you see the ship's landing, and what about Ming-Na Wen's character? I can't remember. I all of a sudden forgot her name. Great stuff bringing her back. And you can see that she was. What did we say when that was in the episode? Remember, seen the boots, and he was there. He went and saved her. And that's what we've seen here. Really good stuff. I mean, Boba Fett coming in, kicking ass. You know what I loved? One of the things I loved was seeing Tamara Morrison in the armor, and how he's not like Marvel buff. You know what I mean? He's not all but like you can see he's got a belly. You can see, yeah. You can see that he's older. But he's still rugged, right? He's still out there. He's like. Remember Chuck Liddell? We used to call him Chug. We used to call him Chug Liddell. Because, you could imagine sitting back and chugging some beers with Chug Liddell. Because, you see his midsection, he kind of, he's not fluffy, but like, he ain't all ripped up because, he loves to chug beer, right? Chug Liddell. He got that Chug Liddell. He's still got, he's not complete dad bod, but he's getting there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. that was great seeing him in there kicking ass, dude. Like the action, again, the action. Robert Rodriguez knows what he's doing. This is the kind of action that we need. That was really great stuff. Seeing him come in there, all that action with the stormtroopers, it was violent. It was violent. Because, like, I'm telling you, there was scenes I was sitting there like, ooh, damn. Damn, they really went at it. They're not messing around here. And that's why I didn't know at the beginning of the episode who directed it. But by the time we got to the end of the episode, I'm like I said, I paused it about 20 minutes in, and I'm like, dude, there's 9 minutes left in this? I feel like I've sat through like 40 minutes of film here. Masterclass, I'm telling you. But those action scenes were great. Ships landing, Mando going out there, this them squaring up to each other, the bargains. Then the other ships start landing, the troopers. Even those scenes where, what was it? The Death Troopers come flying in. Great stuff. I'm telling you, Robert Rodriguez came in, and I think, and he's really like the one director who's come in on any of these episodes that has the experience that he has. Jon Favreau, believe me, he has a lot of experience in a lot of things, and he is a good director. But Robert Rodriguez has experience that that Jon Favreau don't have, right? He does, plain and simple. And that's not to say that Jon Favreau's bad at action, because you go watch episode 9. Great action in that. The type of action that they had in that was great. But I'm telling you, Robert Rodriguez came in here and just beautiful with all this action. The way that it was shot, everything that was going down, that whole scene once the ship started landing, the stormtroopers got there, and we seen them kind of coming in to take the mountain. Hey, they didn't even have the high ground, and they still managed to come up and put up a fight. And it was really great stuff seeing Boba come in and kicking ass, using all the weapons. He pulled out all the tools and went through the whole thing. It was great seeing Ming-Na Wen, her character coming in. Eric Heine, we're gonna have a community stream an hour into the stream. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Hey, did you hear me yesterday? We gotta plan this, man. We gotta plan a community stream. Okay, plan. Plan. And you missed the last one, dang it. But it was, I'm telling you, Robert Rodriguez came in here and showed exactly how to direct an episode. He made a half-hour episode seem like it was an hour long. I'm telling you, by the time I got to the end of the thing, I seriously thought that I was already sitting through about an hour. And I'm saying, like, I know this episode's only 33 minutes. I seen that when I started it, right? And you got to think you cut out the little, that little bumper part at the beginning, the little recap, and then you count out the credits at the end. You're looking at probably less than 30 minutes. Man. Robert Rodriguez came in and set a higher bar, certainly. Like I said, this is the best Mando episode, like overall, for me, if you ask me. But yeah. Let's see. According to Star Wars Explained, he thinks everyone has a connection to the Force, and it just takes balancing yourself. I like the theory. Yeah, absolutely, because that's what they said. It flows through everything and it binds the universe together. Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. It's the Force. I mean, it lives through all of us. So pretty much everybody has the Force going through them, but not everybody is Force sensitive. Some more so than others. Some get trained, all of that stuff. Absolutely. Because believe me, not everybody should have. Yeah, Fennec Shand. Yeah. Great is her name. Yeah. Fennec. Yeah. Have you ever seen the Dan O channel? He's a Star Wars collector and park goer. Lately, his videos, he loves The Mandalorian too. As he mentioned, the Den of Nerds. I would like to see him work with Joshua Theory. I'd like to see Dan O work with. Yeah. Absolutely. Reach out to him. Let him know. Travis Adams, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well today. But yeah, I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen the Dano channel. I haven't seen it. But yeah, it's been great. All right, take it easy, Star Wars Santa. Take it easy, man. Have a good one. Have a great weekend. XR says, Who saw Alan Loss's disrespect trying to change the name I created of the Broke Vengers that I created? What a shame. I know, right? They're like taking the lead, the head Broke Venger and trying to. Do we need to start a campaign? Cancel Alan Lovis? Maybe at that same time we should cancel Josh too, because he suggested it yesterday too. He suggested it during a live stream. Hey, I thought the Agents of Chet, if you wanted to change it, Agents of Chet sounds cool, if you ask me. But I think the Broke Vengers are great. I think the Broke Vengers, well, like Lucas Text Venger. I came up with that one too. The Text Venger thing, I thought that was cool. He's like, hey, can I use that? Like, absolutely. Like, I'm gonna, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Stay Broke Vengers. You know what? Maybe you guys need to start a hashtag. Do we need to start that? Hashtag we are the Broke Vengers. Do we need to start that? Guys, I'm telling you, if you're one of the Broke Vengers, maybe that's what you should do. Start the campaign. You know, obviously you're not trying to trash talk the den, but start a campaign and say, and just everything that you post, share out all their videos and start your army. Hashtag we are the Broke Vengers. How about that? We are the Broke Vengers. Start it. Let's see. But no, I didn't see them. I didn't see Alan Lobbys yesterday. Where they were trying to say. I did hear Josh talking about maybe wanting to change the name of it too. K-Log, my man, what is here? My brother, how are you doing? K-Log's House of Horror and Hysteria. Guys, make sure you go check out K-Log's channel, man. K-Log is freaking awesome. We need to have it. Hey, K-Log, did you watch Possessor yet? I've still got to shoot my review on it because I want to watch it again, dude. Like, that movie is too fucking good. I want to watch it again and shoot my review. I'm finally getting around to watching The Craft, the new one, The Craft Legacy. Finally getting around to watching that. Ooh, and I finally finished New Mutants. I finally finished it. Let's see. Sorry, Kun. I like Lavas a lot, but I always hate rude and disrespectful people. Oh no! What'd he do? Yes. Okay. All right. Josh is a bit of entitled too much, in my humble opinion. Hey, I hear you, Fernanda. That's okay. Hey, not everybody's gonna like everybody. I get it. Broke Vengers assemble. Yeah. Are they thinking Broke Vengers is not PC? Silly, really? Yeah, that's what he said. Broke Vengers proud. Yeah. Broke Vengers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not into the craft. Yeah, see, I like the original craft. I thought it was cool. I'm not really into like the witches and the witchcraft, but yeah. Did love the fat. I need to watch Fat Man. I haven't watched Fat Man. I haven't watched it. Yeah, but yeah, I'm telling you, I think you'll love Possessor, dude. Like, it's one of those ones, like when I, like, even when I watched Rabbit, because there's just some of the scenes I'm sitting there like, and it's not because it's like gory or anything like that or scary. It's because like some of the stuff is fucking pretty brutally violent. Like, especially like the opening scene in Possessor. Like, I'm like, like, seriously, like, it's a Cronenberg. It's Brandon Cronenberg, David Cronenberg's son. And like, and yeah, there's scenes I'm like, like, yeah, it's like that. Yeah, and I love it. And then there's other scenes in it too that get into it too. There's other scenes in it too, like, because some of it starts to get like psychological, and then it gets a little bit like there's like, I'm just kind of like, it's like this is kind of disturbing. It's kind of disturbing. I love it. Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you want a good brutal horror, this is it, man. This is it. Whew. Yeah. Yeah. Mel Gibson plays Sandra, has a hit on him. Yeah. You had me for Possessor when you did the stink face. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it's good too. Like, when you get in it, like, dude, it's crazy too, because it's almost like it's kind of like the Matrix meets, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. The stick face, yeah. But yeah, we need to start that. I think maybe we should start a hashtag We Are the Broke Vengers. Maybe we should do that. Maybe you guys should maybe you should start hashtag We Are the Broke Vengers, and I will use hashtag I stand with the Broke Vengers. That's what I stand with the Broke Vengers. That's it. We've started it. We're gonna do it, people. For all the people out there, all the nerd Vengers of the world who are the Broke Vengers, we're not changing the name, dang it. We're gonna start our campaign. Well, I'm gonna join you anyway. I'm not one of the Broke Vengers, but hey, one of these days I might be. You never know. There might become a month when I become one of the Broke Vengers. I don't know. And we'll start it. Hashtag We Are the Broke Vengers. Hashtag I stand with the Broke Vengers. But you all have a very good day. Thank you all so much for being here. Let me know, if you're watching this on the replay, what you thought about this stream and all that stuff. If you made it this far, chances are you probably didn't. Let me know what you thought of The Mandalorian episode 14. Man, I'm telling you, Robert Rodriguez, I couldn't even gush enough on this one. Like I said, I'm not even a Robert Rodriguez fanboy, but this episode was absolutely great. They need to bring him back. They need to just give him a whole series, but that's not how TV series work. But anyway, guys, you all have a very good day, and we'll see you all in the next video or live stream, which is going to be tonight. Trailer Park Live. I do have a video queued up ready to show you guys later today, though. Later.